Joining us now to review some of the headlines of today's newspapers from around the world is Arise News analyst Emmanuel Efeni. Good morning, Emmanuel.
Good morning, Ruben. Good morning, Rufai. Good morning, Victoria Tundu. MQ Abiola.
Good morning.
Looking very simple on a Monday morning, yet beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Now let's start the review with this day, Nigeria's newspaper of record. The lead story, yes, we've heard it all morning. After informing Buhari, Osinbajo Tinubu declares presidential bid today. He has already done that this morning with that speech which he gave, a recorded speech, of course, it was. But let's just see how other newspapers report this story before we talk about it. Of course, the Guardian newspaper, Osinbajo ends consultation with APC governors declares today. Now, the Punch newspaper, Osinbajo joins presidential race, meets 12 APC governors, while the Nation newspaper, Osinbajo to APC governors, I am running for president, says he has informed Buhari, vice president, to declare today. Now, the Leadership newspaper, finally, 2023, finally, Osinbajo joins presidential race, raising stake to new level. VP to ride on deep bonds relationships with state governors. Astute politicians across party divides hosted APC governors to iftar at his Aguda House residence. Now, the Vanguard newspaper has a different story. Northerners succeeding Buhari, dangerous to Nigeria's future. Per Ayo Adebanjo, we have sympathy for Southeast, but Pandef Adebanjo stated the obvious. Middlebelt Forum, the 9 Igbo will give credence to agitation of IPOB, MASOB, others, or Haneze, while the Daily Sun newspaper, 2023, Buhari's ministers under pressure to resign. Malami Ngige, Sirika, Onu, Amechi, others in dilemma over political ambition. Amechi is no longer under any dilemma. He declared over the weekend where he did some running to prove that he's a strong man or what. But that's another story for another moment. Now, this Daily Sun newspaper also has another story. No, of course, let's just move on to the New Telegraph newspaper. APC risk no candidates in PDP-controlled states as party mulls further increase in fees. Now, the Daily Trust newspaper on security Kaduna attack, embassies, international organizations cut off Northwest, 41 women, 22 men, 5 kids held by trained attackers. Release Bank of Industry MD, relief ordeal. VIPs, expatriates among captives. Families jittery over kidnappers' silence. Soldiers, policemen take over Abuja Kaduna Road, helicopter hovering. While of course, let's just look at the foreign newspapers quickly. Now, the Times of London, French election imbalance after narrow Macron win. President will face Le Pen in second round. Old parties of the left and right humiliated. Yes, again, Emmanuel Macron took the lead, this time with 28%, while the old foe, Marine Le Pen, got 23%. So, come the runoff election, Emmanuel Macron, my namesake, will be squaring up with the far-right nationalists in a winner-takes-all battle. Will Macron win this time? Because the last time he won by a landslide. This time he's going in with a narrow lead. We'll see how it pans out. While the Daily Telegraph newspapers, Rishi Sunak, yes, Sunak faces inquiry into his financial interest. Chancellor writes to Prime Minister to request an independent review of all his statements regarding his investment, the Wall Street Journal, Ukraine, Russia, rearm on new front, while the New York Times is reporting perils grow dire as escape route. Yes, town is dead after attack. Massing of Russians poses new threat. Now, Vice President Yemi Osinbajo has declared and has informed the president, like others. Ashwaju informed the president. Dave Omar informed the president, so no special advantage there. Now, on a good day, yes, 12 governors were there to breakfast with the president. Yes, Lentz.
The vice president.
The vice president, right?
Freudian slip.
Yes. Now, thank you. Now, does that mean anything? That 12 governors are backing him? Not necessarily. They wished him well, according to this day reports. Of course, when you see Sanwo-Olu there, and you see the governor of Osun State there, no prize for guessing who they are supporting on this matter. But how far will Osinbajo go? Will he be riding like he has done in his speech on the performance of this government, or some will say the lack of it? Because he will have to answer some of the questions. Continuity. Yes, Ruben, you mentioned it, that there seemed to be continuity list in his speech. I will complete. You counted 4 times. But he will also have to answer, why is Nigeria so insecure under this watch? He did not mention anything about security, what he will do. If the general cannot do it.
No, he talked about working on the security architecture.
Yes.
He did.
Yes, that he visited the troops. Yes, although we've not seen the impact of those visits, with insecurity all over the place. So he will have to answer, and Nigerians will ask, if the general cannot do it, will the professor be able to secure Nigeria? Question. A lot of questions to be answered on the campaign trail. But good thing is out there. No more speculation, no more people campaigning on his behalf. I hope others will join him. Yes, Rotus was talking of Emefiele, Obi, and will Emefiele also go and inform the president and do something like this?
Well, so far hasn't he said he doesn't need distractions?
No, I think he has made it clear consistently.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be distracted.
His people, putting his name out there. He himself has not said anywhere categorically.
No. Up till today, Osinbajo did not say anything.
In fact, Osinbajo
people were going around and campaigning for him.
No,
they were even denying.
The critical difference here is that Professor Osinbajo is known as a politician. Right? Yes, he may be an academic, but he's been involved in politics for quite a while. Emefiele, nobody has any record here or has disclosed that he's a card-carrying member of any political party. So that's the critical difference there.
Okay.
And then, of course, the primaries will be next month. So whoever is going to declare now, they have not more than a window of
there's still time.
1 week, 2 weeks maximum.
24 hours, a long time in politics.
And if you get to the game late, except you've been working underground, and there's no indication anywhere of Emefiele going from a traditional ruler to traditional ruler, or from governor to governor to canvass. And that was why I was telling Rotus, well, maybe Emefiele may not really be part of.
But don't forget that the president said he has a candidate in mind.
He did, didn't he?
Whom is keeping close to his chest.
Yes.
Could it be Emefiele?
Could it be Osinbajo?
Could it be Osinbajo?
Could it be Amechi?
Could it be Yahaya Bello?
Could it be Yahaya Bello?
Kogi?
So the more the merrier. So we want to see as many aspirants as possible on the platform of both the major political parties. And of course, we want to see the third force that has been in the making for quite some time now.
I think those ones will come out.
Yes, Kwankwanso and his Kwankwansia. They moved to a new party. NNPP.
No, but apart from the Kwankwansia thing, there's also a third force. The likes of the Mogalu, they're talking to each other now, and a couple of other coalitions of other parties. They call themselves the third force. I think we should get something out by the month of April. But real quickly, I want to talk about another election that is very important that a lot of people don't talk about. The French election.
The French election.
Because France is
really important.
A lot of people don't talk about it, and it's a very big economy in Europe. It's the second or third largest big economy in Europe. This election has gone down to the wires, and Macron should be careful. I think the deciding factor in this vote is who Jean-Luc Mélenchon will give his votes to. Jadot put 2. Jadot, this morning, one of the candidates said he was going to give his vote to Macron. It was neck and neck this time in the first round. Jean-Luc Mélenchon had about 20% of the vote. Emmanuel Macron had about 27%. And Marine Le Pen had about 23%.
Yes.
Which was quite very close.
Emmanuel Macron, 28.
A lot of people are excited that the very extreme far-right guy, Eric Zemmour, has been put out. So
Thank goodness.
so he won't go further with that. But the deciding factor will be who Jean-Luc Mélenchon will give his votes to. Ipsos Mori, the pollsters, are already saying this morning that Macron should be able to do 47% and she does about 36% in the second round. But it's still up in the balance. And why I say it's up in the balance? Because Marine Le Pen covered ground. I kept on checking the polls out of France. In the space of 2 weeks before yesterday, Marine Le Pen went from about 16% to about 23% on the opinion polls. So she gained a lot in a short amount of time. Will she do the same? And this is going to be the first time they're going to have a debate because Emmanuel Macron didn't go for any of the debates they did. He's going to face Marine Le Pen.
No, but she's not very good at debating.
She's not very good at debating.
That might work in his favor.
They had the debate the last time, but it might just be that zeitgeist of far-right nationalism coming and staring at people's faces
I'm
too.
appalled that it's this close, and I'm appalled that the French electorate is so naive because her spin doctors staged pictures of her cuddling her cats. And everybody has forgotten her antecedents and her father before her.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just really shocked that it's come to this. And why it's so important is now that Angela Merkel has sort of exited stage left, Emmanuel Macron is now sort of the leader of Europe.
Yeah.
And look at how he's been negotiating with Putin. Marine Le Pen is sort of an ally. She's an apologist of Putin. This is an absolute disaster that is so close.
Would that count for something in the runoff?
It might.
Emmanuel
It might.
will have to go. The producer has been saying, let us go. So we'll leave it there.
Okay,
Till
thank
tomorrow.
you.
We'd like to thank you very much indeed.